everybody, welcome back to another Little Geeks video. Today's video, we're here with Khalil from
KastorCorner.com.
And we're here with Jesse too from
At YFNJman.
And we're here with a cheese platter.
At cheeseplatter.com.
And we're joined with 3 Miles Morales Legos. 4 actually. And we're here today with Khalil and Jesse to talk about toys. And to eat cheese and grapes.
You want some?
Yes.
We built a Daily Bugle. 3 of us.
That is true.
And it was a hard build. What did you think?
I think it was very annoying when the piece count told you to get like 80 pieces of glass and you had to count and see if you had the right amount.
I helped him with that.
The glasses was
The glass, the windows were really difficult part. I would say because it was just very repetitive, like over and over again. But I wasn't imagining, like I was joking that I was gonna try to beat you doing it, and then you got one, and it was like, why not turn it into a competition? And it was fun. It was fun kind of playing, but I wasn't like zooming through that fast. Like
I was.
How long did it take you?
How long? Well, so what you guys finished like? I think
2 days.
It took me like I think a couple more hours after you guys got done. But I mean, over the course of a couple days. And we were sending pictures to one another, and these guys are done, and I'm still a week later. I'm still sending pictures.
Yeah, I was like, are we still doing this? Are we done with it? But for me, it was fun racing you, but I wasn't posting anything. So I took pictures of everything we built, or I was building, but I didn't post them because I was sending your dad pictures, not you, because I didn't want to rush you on it. Like, I was having fun, like, seeing your progress.
I just wanted to get it done because I wanted to see how it looked. So the picture, because the fun thing about Lego is that it tells you how big it is, but you don't really actually know how big it's gonna be, so.
It's hard to visualize.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of things like I have with Lego. Like they come in these big boxes.
Like
when
the
you get together
Avengers,
and they're this big, but the boxes are like this big.
like the Avengers Tower.
Yes.
It's like, because we went to our cousin's house, I think. He had it, and in the store before that, I saw it, and I was like, that looks cool. $80 for Avengers Tower this big.
Yeah.
The problem is, I'm good at visualizing stuff, but I'm not very great at Lego.
Wait, who made this about you?
You're still working out here.
I'm working on his, not mine.
I was talking to him.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the whole build? Your favorite, not the hardest part, but your favorite part.
Probably the Green Goblin busting out of the building. That was the
mine
first
too.
time I've ever seen a Lego something like that, where it actually looked like it was coming out of his office.
Well, it made it look like it was broken.
Yeah.
And I think I read something somewhere that there are enough pieces that if you wanted to make a complete face, you can make that clean.
Yeah.
So you can take that apart and just build that face of the building out.
That's
Or
cool.
you don't
Yeah.
have to take it apart, you don't have to build it at all, and just make a face.
I think it's also pretty cool how you just take off the front wall without
Yeah.
it destroying, or the side part, which for me I couldn't get to go together the right way because it was like it was supposed to snap into the building, but it just kept sliding down the side of the building every time I put something in.
I think Legos come a long way because I think when I used to build when I was your age, everything was closed. So like you would build the inside, they'd have a coffee cup and a desk and like a phone and everything, but then you'd close it. So then this is more of a play set, I think.
Yeah.
Then
You can play with it.
you can play with it.
I do like that the fronts come off, and now what I have is set up the.
Wait, you finished?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Like yesterday.
Okay.
The floor below the breakout I have off so that people can look, and then I do have the wall on the top where Pete and Betty are. So
I think I was disappointed that the first floor doesn't have a view.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of detail on that first floor.
Yes.
And you don't have a good view of it. It's all closed off. So that one is closed off.
And in fact, one of the details I like the most is the soda machine. It's in the first floor. There is a lot of neat details, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to get a light set for it, so you can at least. It's lit up a little bit. It's dark in there. You can at least look in and see. It does have the Sandman thing where the wall is broken out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I did like how it had the sign made out of all those little Lego dot pieces.
Yeah, that was neat.
And then the vending machine was my other favorite part. How you could like put the little soda cans in there.
What about the rotten hot dogs?
Oh yeah.
I like that too. That was pretty fun.
Now, did either of you guys have a feature where you put the taxi on the table after you spend 25 minutes building it and rebuilding it, and then it rolls off the table and explodes?
It does not go together well.
I feel like
No, I didn't have that moment.
I feel like
I heard about that moment.
I didn't have that moment either, but I've had some real moments where, on the Falcon, I was built out pretty far out and realized, whoa, I made a pretty big mistake, and I had to undo a lot of things, and I didn't build for a while.
I think this is the first build where I didn't have to go back like
Really?
multiple pages, because I think the telltale sign with these are you'll have like these little pieces here that like that you'll have extras of, like the smallish bags. But if you ever have a piece bigger than those small ones, you know you missed something.
I just did that.
I feel like the Daily Bugle, the worst part of it is like how the wall that's busted open, it's not connected to anything. It just falls off.
Yeah.
There's no stabilization for it. Right. So what do you think was missing? Like what would you have added or changed?
Well, I would have included Mary Jane. I know she doesn't necessarily go with the Daily Bugle, but I would have added her. And look, I know money's an issue, but I think if there was one more floor, it would have been perfect. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's awesome, but just size-wise, I've seen a bunch of people got 2 of them, and that's too big. 2 sets is too big, I think. But
Did you not send the picture?
No,
They made it a double wide, so like the floors are like.
wide, okay, not...
up and wide.
No, I thought it was just wide. I thought it was the same number of.
I've seen where the
one you sent me was only wide.
I don't know if it's the same one.
Okay.
I saw one where they took the bottom and they added 2 bottoms, and then they added the towers, and then underneath was the subway.
They put the subway. That was really cool.
really neat.
The only time I've done something like that is with the Rancor pit. I have the Jabba's Palace, and
You got that set.
Yeah, it's meant to go with the Rancor pit, but the Rancor pit isn't modeled to be underneath.
Wasn't it supposed to be though?
It can, but not the full set. Because I think the palace itself is wider than the... So it's a good stand, but it still hangs over. So if you get 2 Rancor pits, you can make it bigger and make it fit. And I always wanted to do that with the bridge, the Spider-Man bridge.
Have you been looking?
No.
I wish that the bottom of the Daily Bugle was a bit less flimsy, because when we were trying to move it over to the other table.
Oh my God, carrying that thing.
I had to carry it between rooms. I actually carried it like the cheese platter, like out into like 2 different rooms to show people, and then brought it back in after I was done.
Wow.
I feel like the wall.
For me, it was a competition.
We had to
Sorry.
switch in between tables.
I feel like the wall should have a piece where you can like take it off and put it back in, like a piece that moves up and down. So
They should have put like a light switch or something on that wall, so it made it like a handle, or like a hidden handle, like so you can pull it.
It would have been nice if Peter Parker's office being the one with the hole in it, showing more of the office with more light into it. It should have more. It should have a bit more detail. Because you have all the other ones covered by windows with so much detail, and then you have Peter Parker's with
Just a picture. But what about the copier? The copier's in the next office. The copier was really cool.
The copier was really cool. I think
It's just
the
stupid little things that
the coffee pot was cool.
Yes.
Like,
I feel like, I don't know why, but Captain America should have been there because he's the leader of the Avengers, and
There's a big name for it. You know what I thought was weird? All the offices
I
at
think
back.
it's weird too.
and probably also Iron Man, because when it was the fight against Iron Man and Captain America, he took Iron Man's side.
Yeah, but listen, Iron Man's got his own tower. It's got the
Yeah.
Avengers Tower.
So
Why
they
does
need
it
to make an Avengers Tower that big.
No, it has to be bigger. It has to be at least a floor bigger.
Yeah, but then it would be thinner.
I liked how on the
How so? What do you mean?
I mean, if
Oh,
they make it
because
taller,
yeah.
they're gonna make it thinner.
Yeah.
I feel
on the Daily Bugle, I liked how they had the little cubby in the back of the building with the spider web covering
I do
up
too. That was
That,
good.
that was really good.
Back
That was
there.
clever.
Did anybody else find it weird that they had multiple doors leading out to the back,
yeah.
but there's no,
Yes.
it just drops off?
Yes.
Like there's no fire
Why
escape
did
in
they
the
do
back?
that?
I don't know.
The
it's-
elevator was cool too.
The elevator
Yes.
was cool. I wish they made it functional.
I wish the
Yeah.
Avengers Tower was like the tallest Lego build, like at least like.
Well, that's what I
this
think.
size.
It should be the biggest tower of Marvel, though.
Well,
The-
not only Marvel, but like the biggest one they've made.
The elevator could have been functional with like the Lego Technic bricks, like you know the ones with the pegs. You could have like slid it up and down attached to an elevator.
Even if you just had, I think if you had a door frame, right? You know those door frames that you can put the clear glass in,
Oh yeah.
and then you can attach it with a string, and you wouldn't have
Yeah.
needed the full depth of the elevator,
I
and
feel like-
still been able to fit it within that
You
building.
could do a little
Just kinda-
dial.
Yeah, at the top.
back, yeah.
Like, because they do that with the castles with the drawbridges.
You could do that, I think. You just have to like remove the back bricks that
Yeah.
really aren't holding up the building, and just build like a little box all the way up to the top of the building.
Just remember, everything that you want to do is going to cost more money to that.
I don't
And that
really.
was already what, $400?
I don't really know if we're talking about Lego flaws or
Yes,
Lego
$2.99,
good things about Lego. So.
I don't know that.
I wish they had included Iceman. They put Firestar and
Yeah.
Spider-Man. They didn't do
Yes.
Iceman.
That was. Yeah. What? No. No, I agree with that one.
Why? Spider-Man. If you're gonna put Firestar in a set, you
Yeah,
have
I
to put
agree.
Iceman.
If you're gonna put Firestar in a set, I want to see the rest of the new Warriors.
Yeah, but those
Yeah.
came later. They were like an afterthought. So, okay.
I don't think
So-
there was anything else that. You know, that I thought that. I mean, obviously, there's always things you can add, but I mean, otherwise, it was.
I like the back alley. That was like the
I do
first set
too.
with the back alley.
I like the hints at Venom too, like the Eddie was here or whatever in the
Yeah.
back. They had like the sticker.
Yeah.
I think the stickers in the newspapers were my favorite part of the entire set.
I
To be
remember
honest with
Eddie was here. The newspapers were cool. I don't remember the sticker part.
So,
On
okay,
top
so
of the water tower. I think
what do you think?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Better built for you. Daily Bugle or Sesame Street?
Daily Bugle. Sesame Street has a lot of features in there, but the Daily Bugle has more minifigures, more features in it. Like I've never seen a Lego vending machine, copier,
Okay.
water machine, coffee machine.
The coffee, the water cooler was cool too.
Okay, Daily Bugle or Millennium Falcon?
Bugle,
Okay.
hands down.
What have you been building? Brickheads or Spider-Man mech?
You're into
Probably
brickheads?
Spider-Man.
You like brickheads?
He was doing one downstairs. He was
Yeah.
practicing.
Oh, that's right. I mean, nothing.
And then I don't know.
I've already
Daily
built-
Bugle's the first one I've built in about 4 years.
What about
I've already
compared to
built
the
a
castle?
Baby Yoda one.
Daily
Which
Bugle.
castle?
You know, Cinderella's castle.
Oh, I did that a long time ago.
No, but how
You
was
know,
it compared to
see,
that?
okay, this was more enjoyable. Cinderella's castle felt very, very tedious for me.
Really, why is that?
I don't know. It was just I think the pieces were really small.
It was the spires.
Is that what it
It was
is?
like the repetitive, and they kept breaking.
Yeah.
Like
felt-
they weren't stable,
Right.
and like they kept like every time I would put a piece in, like the tower would snap, and
Oh
like
my God.
like I sent a hint to you guys. I don't know if your dad told you. When you build the windows,
Build
if you
them
build
separately.
well, if you build them separately, but then you put them together horizontal on the table like this, instead of stacking them up and stacking
That's-
on top
that's what
like
I
this, they start to wobble. But if you put them like this, they would hold together. So
And then once you do it, once you get to the fifth one, it just this half splits.
yeah, right.
And you cry.
So I think
Or I cry.
that's where it was. I think all the other builds have been really repetitive. I think I like this one because there were differences in each floor. Even though the bases were the same, I can kind of zoom through the base stuff and then do all the little pieces. So.
I kind of feel like it's disappointing how they have like no DC builds.
Oh, they do.
They released the Batmobile.
Well, they
And they have-
barely like towers.
Well,
or,
but recently, because I have Wayne Manor from the Lego Batman movie with the
But the problem
roller
is-
coaster. It's
but
older.
the problem
Joker
is
Manor
there's
you
like
have?
not
I'm
enough.
trying to get a hold of that. Still.
No, there aren't. You're right. DC doesn't do a lot of buildings, whereas the Marvel ones do a lot of like buildings. So
I'm not really sad
do-
about that since I like Marvel more than DC because
That
that's more
is-
storyline and.
that's fair.
That is true.
Well, they have a bigger Batmobile. They have the Batwing. So they do more like
know about
ship.
that.
Yeah, they do those.
Listen, you. This is you gonna get this.
So anyway, so you want to take us out? You want to wrap it up? When you're done chewing. So I want to thank Little Geeks here for letting us come and play and build and compete and
I'm not
watch
Little
Jesse.
Geek.
I said
Coming
us.
third?
I said us. But I'll let our host finish our video.
So, today was a really fun video. Thank you, Khalil and Jesse, for coming out to visit us. You can find Khalil at.
CastorsCorner.com.
You can find Jesse at.
Anywhere at YFNJ, man.
And you can find cheeseplatter@.com.
Thanks everybody for watching another Little Geeks video. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Next on Little Geeks for more toys and more fun. Please like our video and subscribe for our YouTube channel.